Welcome to today's tutorial on handling Bitcoin transactions in real time using Java. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating world of cryptocurrency and learn how to build a Java application that can process Bitcoin transactions dynamically. Before we dive into the code, it's important to understand some key concepts in the Bitcoin ecosystem, including wallets, transactions, and the blockchain itself. First, let's talk about wallets. A Bitcoin wallet is a software application where you can store your cryptocurrencies. Each wallet has a unique address, which is necessary for sending and receiving Bitcoins. Next up, transactions. A transaction is a record of a transfer of Bitcoin from one wallet to another. Every transaction is verified by network nodes through cryptography and recorded on the blockchain. Lastly, the blockchain is the distributed ledger where all transaction records are stored. It's immutable and ensures the security and integrity of the cryptocurrency transactions. Now that we have a fundamental understanding of these concepts, we'll set up our development environment. We will use the Java programming language along with some essential libraries. The primary library we will use is BitcoinJ, which provides the tools to work with Bitcoin. Open your IDE and create a new Java project. Make sure you've equipped your project with the necessary dependencies as we've shown here. If you're using Maven, add the dependency in your pom.xml file as shown. This will allow us to leverage BitcoinJ functionalities in our application. Let's create a basic Java application structure. We'll create a class named Bitcoin Transaction Handler. This class will contain our methods for managing Bitcoin transactions. Next, we'll create a method for generating a new wallet. This method will create a new key pair for the wallet. BitcoinJ provides functionality to do just that. In the Create Wallet method, we first initialize the network parameters for the main Bitcoin network. Then, we create a new wallet instance and generate a new key. Finally, we import this key to the wallet and print the Bitcoin address to the console. Now that we can create a wallet, let's move on to sending Bitcoin. We will define a method named sendBitcoin that takes the recipient's address and the amount to send as parameters. In the sendBitcoin method, we convert the recipient address string into an address object. We create a send request with the given amount and recipient address, then complete the transaction with our wallet. Finally, we broadcast the transaction to the Bitcoin network and log the transaction ID. Let's handle potential exceptions when sending Bitcoin. Since network operations can fail, we use try-catch blocks to capture any errors. We'll also ensure we correctly handle insufficient funds. With our transaction handler in place, the next step is to monitor Bitcoin transactions in real time. We'll set up listeners that can receive and process new transactions as they occur on the blockchain. In the Setup Transaction Listener method, we create a blockchain instance and link it to our wallet. We then establish a connection to the Bitcoin network via peer group and listen for new blocks. Every time a new block is downloaded, we'll iterate through its transactions and print the transaction IDs to the console. For a complete working application, we should integrate everything into a main method. This method will initialize the Bitcoin transaction handler and allow us to create a wallet and send a transaction. In the main method, we create an instance of Bitcoin transaction handler and call the Create Wallet method to create our Bitcoin wallet. We also call the sendBitcoin method to initiate a transaction and finally, set up our transaction listener. Before we wrap up, let us briefly discuss security best practices when handling cryptocurrencies. Always ensure your wallet is secure, use strong passwords, and implement additional measures such as two-factor authentication. It's crucial to store your private keys securely and never share them. Using hardware wallets can offer an additional layer of protection against digital theft. Thank you for following along with this tutorial on handling Bitcoin transactions in real time with Java. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. In the comments, tell us what topics related to cryptocurrency or Java you'd like us to cover next. Until next time, happy coding